is not. Hey, everybody. Amy Wood here. I've got Doug Bryson with me. He has been up since 2:30 in the morning. We're recording this on Thursday around 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So this has been a long day. And I know, Doug, that it's not about that. Sorry, the phone dipped down. But I know that this is really, as Doug Bryson joins us with the Spartanburg Office of Emergency Management, the Spartanburg County Office of Emergency Management, we are tracking what already has been a pretty disastrous day for Spartanburg when we think about flash flooding taking a life. Doug, tell me about what you guys have been through today.
I've received a call about 2:30 this morning from our 911 communications center informing me of the flooding issues and the submersions and water rescues that were going on. So I went ahead and headed out to the area. Apparently this had all started around 1:30 in the morning, and it was very isolated just to the central and north central areas of the county, including the northern part of the city of Spartanburg. Other areas, I came up I-26 from the southern end of the county, didn't encounter any rain until I hit Reeville Road. Mm-hmm. So it was very isolated. Apparently the storm stopped directly over this area and just stalled out. And, from what the Weather Service said, we received about 4 inches of rain in less than 3 hours. So that's a amount of rain in a short amount of time, especially given that we had rain for almost the past week. So the ground was already saturated and didn't take a lot to cause the flash flooding that we saw tonight.
One of the biggest public service messages we've been pushing, or I've been pushing on my social media, and the station, of course, will be talking about. Christy Henderson reminds our viewers of this all the time, is the turnaround, don't drown concept. And we saw a Air 7 shot, I don't know if you saw it posted on my Facebook, of this over-the-top view of a road, and then suddenly it's gone where the culvert washed away. And that's the kind of road we talk about, where people can drive up and say, oh, look at that shallow little water, I can drive across that, and you have no idea that big gap is there, and you're about to take your life into your own hands.
Right. That was at Haines Street at Ethel Road in the Saxon Arcadia communities. I actually responded to that and assisted. They did have a truck that went down in the hole, and the driver was actually in the water for some time, and we were able to get a rope out to him and rescue him, and he was being treated at the hospital, but could have obviously been another fatality.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's a very scary scenario, and it's something that we could see play out. We've got this hurricane system that Christy's talked about, the moisture getting pumped into the upstate, and all of us all across South Carolina, seeing a lot of potential rain, and into western North Carolina too. I think some of the rain totals you've seen are anywhere from 5 to 10 inches of rain. I mean, that's a lot of rain on top of what we've already seen.
Absolutely. And of course, when it happened overnight, that's, one of our biggest nightmares and fears is in the middle of the night, the street lights, it's pouring down rain, and visibility is limited as it is. And like you said, you come across what you feel might be a shallow, just some water running across the road, and you don't know that the road isn't there. Concerned about the next few days. However, we will be getting a substantial amount of spread out. We're hoping it won't have quite the impact as what this system did last.
So we were having a couple of audio difficulties, and I'm not sure if it'll turn out that way in the end recording, but it sounds like you're concerned because, of course, we will have more rain, but not as concerned as you might be when it all comes at one time. I guess the fear, though, is some of these rain showers could decide to sit still, just like we saw last night.
People are unprepared. It's really hard because you never know when these off hurricane. If we had came off coast, and we're counties had last night, and pre-plan these type of events.
Give us the top 2 or 3 things people should be doing from an emergency preparedness perspective to be ready for any kind of flooding, water-related emergencies this weekend.
Obviously, first and foremost is to stay informed. if you don't know what's coming, you can't really plan for it. Either have a weather alert radio with battery backup, the number of free apps on smartphones now, your computers, things. If you're not getting the information, then you can't make those informed decisions. Be sure to leave your residence quickly if you're in a flood-prone area, and know that there's a water source nearby that tends to rise quickly during any type of storms. And also, like you said, turn around, don't drown.
Yeah.
Another escape route. It may add time to your destination, but we'd rather you stop, turn around, and go a different way and arrive where you're going safely than, us have to perform another water rescue like we did last night.
Absolutely. Well, we appreciate you making the time to speak with us, Doug, and we'll stay in touch with you as this weekend gets underway. So hopefully we'll have just some rain that comes through and everything's fine, and we won't have to deal with what we saw last night. Thanks very much.
Absolutely. No problem.